good? What's good? What's good, everybody? It is your girl, Tiffany Deshawn, right here at All Things Ruthless, home of Ruthless Addicts. And we're definitely here to talk a little bit about Wicked City. Listen, I'm just gonna dive into it. Shout out to everybody that is tapping in. Thank you for rocking with your girl. Um, I know this is different. This is definitely a different look for me, for you guys. And so we just gonna talk Wicked City. I love different things, different types of shows. And I hope this is something that you guys can grow to like as or love just as well as I do. Let's see. So y'all keep in mind it is still October. It is still Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Please, ladies and gentlemen, go get your tatas checked. Get the twins checked, okay? It's also Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And if you are someone that is dealing with domestic violence, I absolutely recommend that you go and reach out to somebody. Just reach out to someone if you are dealing with a domestic violence situation, and this goes for men and women. Last but not least, and I'm not going to turn this thing to into a political forum. I'm just going to say, go vote, go vote, go vote. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but go vote, and that's it. We're gonna rock out, and we're gonna check. We're gonna now chat about Wicked City. How many of you guys are actually locked in and watching Wicked City? Well, with that being said, last week I told you guys about two queens that are writing, producing, directing on Wicked City. And those two ladies are Kristen Johnson on the left, as well as Serena M. Lee, who are both writing on Wicked City. Those ladies are doing such an amazing job and giving us such an amazing show. A series that has been around for 3 seasons so far, and I hope you guys so far are enjoying Wicked City. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know how you're feeling about Wicked City. Again, salute to these ladies, Kristen Johnson, as well as Serena M. Lee. Thank you, ladies, for giving us Wicked City. So on the last episode of Wicked City, first of all, let me tell you guys what the this episode is entitled. As y'all can see, I have the fire around this whole fire situation. That's because the episode is entitled Firestarter, and it's now streaming right now on All Black TV. So shout out to All Black TV for also bringing us some amazing content. With that being said, this latest episode, episode 2, from season 3 of Wicked City, was entitled Firestarter, and the description reads as follows: Mona returns to an explosive reunion with the coven. She tries to balance her love life. Sherise tries to balance her love life between Darius and new council elder Anthony, who has secrets of his own. Amaiah drags Rachel stake to stake, spreading the fear fever. Claudette makes a deal. So y'all got to keep watching, keep listening, keep tapping in. Give your girl the thumbs up if you're absolutely enjoying Wicked City. So on that episode, this second episode of Wicked City, we see that Javi is making his rounds back into he's at Obsidian, and he is basically making his rounds, and he goes into this room. Now he has this whole thing which you don't really see, but he has this little container of the alcohol that I guess they put out at night, or they put it up. So basically he was taking the alcohol, but of course, because this night was so rough, seemed like Javi had to take a sip of that particular alcohol, and he does just that. But doing that, he finds a secret room, and in this secret room is all kind of shenanigans. It's all of the the different artifacts that the handler had taken from other people, or had bought from other people, or had stolen from other people. So all these different artifacts are in there. So the very next morning, we see where Hayden comes over to the house of the ladies. Of course, this is Cherise and Jordan in this scene, as well as Angela was there as well as Darlitra. But Katie comes in and she's basically just telling the ladies that there is a new council, and the new council, because she's a part of the new council. Now, they're not really for being a part of a new or having a new council, because basically the council controlled everything that the ladies, and not just these ladies, but the other witches, the other people that are part of the coven, that they were due. So they basically were like having those chains around people's necks that only allowed them to do but so much. So the ladies, of course, are against it. But then Hayden tells Sherise, look, you got to be careful, because that Anthony, he is a part, also played by O'Shea Russell, but he is a part of this coven as well. And you are a part of this council as well. As a matter of fact, he's one of the most dangerous um, individuals out there. So you really, really need to be careful. So we have a moment where Dalitra and Jordan have a conversation, and Dalitra says to Jordan, "Hey, I don't see you doing your magic anymore. What's going on?" And so basically, Jordan is kind of blaming herself for a lot of the things that have gone on, and so Darlisha tells her, look, I understand how you feel. I had the same feelings. I totally understand. I have been through that. I blame myself for, unaliving some people, especially when I was a 9-year-old kid. And the only person that could kind of talk me through this was my brother, and he is unalive. So, you know, I understand absolutely what it is that you're going through. So once these ladies are done having that conversation, then we move on to Sherise and Angela. Sherise is nosy because she wants to know how Angela as well as Darlitra's date went the night before. And Angela says, "Oh, girl, everything was good." She was, talking about Darlitra, how just how well everything went on their date. And even though this is all new to Dalitra, everything still, it went pretty smoothly, their date between the two of them. So then we got this situation right here, and Rachel. Oh my gosh, I feel so sorry for Rachel. I absolutely feel sorry for her. She is definitely going through some stuff because she has to travel down the road with this demon. Shout out to you, VKJ TV. I see you. Thank you for tapping in. Absolutely appreciate it. For rocking with me a little bit with this Wicked City situation over here. But anyway, you guys, moving right along, we're gonna see again where Rachel is riding down the road, and this little demon that's in the car with Rachel lets Rachel know that I can basically sense your fear. And I don't know if y'all are ready for this. You might want to cover your eyes when you see what I'm about to show you. But this little demon literally turns into a demon. Y'all, y'all, cover your eyes. You might get a little scared. Just check this out. She damn sure turned into a demon. I was like, what the hell? Excuse my language, but I was like, wait, what? So this is the fear demon. Basically, this little girl who looks so innocent and sweet turns into this demon that is inside of her. Listen, I can't even keep it on the screen long. I'm just saying, she turned, yes, Jay, yes, Jay, yes. Like, what the hell, Jay? This is what, anyway, y'all, this is what she turns into. Yeah. So this little girl, this little innocent faced little girl, is basically heading south because she is going from neighborhood to neighborhood, and she is taking folks out. She is literally poisoning people. She is what is putting those touching people and just putting this whole little disease, this little infestation into people, and she's just taking people out. So the demon, she's literally a demon. I'm a get past this picture one last time. Y'all take your last look, and she gone. So then we get to see Claudette, and Claudette is approached by her sister Kaden as well as Dominic. Now, both of these two, Dominic as well as Caden, or Dominic, yeah, as well as Caden, are both on the council. Yes, they're both on the council. And Claudette, she does not like the council in no shape, form, or fashion. Number one, because the council took her daughter from her. And then number two, because the council unalived quite a few people that, she cared for. So Claudette does not really care for the council. And then not only does she not care for the council, but her sister is about to be a part, which is Kaden, like I said, is about to be a part of this whole council. Now, they just come and inform her that the council is being formed. And so, of course, again, like I stated, she's opposed to all of that. But then Kaden just kind of looks back at Claudette because she's like, "You don't even drink red wine. Like, what is going on with you?" So basically, it's a whole lot of Orisas that are in Claudette right now. And we're going to see that in the next scene where Claudette is, if you can see on my, I guess what would be my right, maybe your right as well, depending on how you're looking at your TV. But on my right, we got Orisa, Oya, and then on the left, we have Claudette. Claudette has been basically possessed. Her body has been taken over by Orisa, the Oya. And so now she's got this second personality. So when she looks in a mirror, she's talking to the lady with the rings around her neck. Yeah, they are the same, but the lady has literally taken over her body. So I guess you would say that she's possessed. She's a host for her body is a host for Orisa Oya. So she's one person. However, she got basically just say she got two personalities. Yeah. So she's possessed. And so she's literally having this conversation. Y'all would think that she was like losing her mind, but it's not that she's losing her mind. She's just having a conversation with that other being that's possessing her body. I know. Wicked City is Wicked City. That's all I can say. And that's this Oya is trying to talk Claudette down from going to visit Angela, because as we can see in a scene, there was a scene where Claudette or Angela was praying for Oya to basically give her some answers as well as um, provide protection for her and her coven. And Claudette, of course, she's, fighting, but she's also cool with the ladies. And she's like, I need to go and at least talk to her and try to help her and, basically get her through whatever it is that she's dealing with. So she goes over there and she talks to her. They have a bit of a walk. Now, Claudette, all I can say is Claudette really can't be trusted. But because they don't have Mona anymore, or because they don't have, now I always forget her name, but they don't have their main witch, the lady that was like literally in charge of them. And so I don't know why I can never remember Vanessa Bell Calloway's character's name, but she died and she came back and she died again. So anyway, they're basically Claudette is trying to be a mentor to them, but again, I just don't trust anything that Claudette does. So then we see Javi. Salute to Javi for trying to put up um, some spirits of some protection around the club, so that way when people come in the club, they don't fight, they don't act a fool. The protection is literally there. And so he does that, but then he tells Sherise, "Hey, I have something else to show you." And he takes her to this room that he discovered and basically shows her all the different artifacts that are in the room. And she says, "Oh wow, these could be used to actually help someone." And they're both in agreement. They think that they can use these artifacts to actually help someone. And so then we get Sherise on the phone, and she's calling Anthony Dufort. Now, y'all know him as Tommy from All the Queen's Men. However, his character is different, way, way different on Wicked City. Anthony Dufort is nothing to be played with. And I say this because when you see him, this man is in here playing seesaw with body parts. And I'll just leave it at that. Y'all look at the image on the right and look at dude in the chair, okay? And we see him and he tells this guy, take these, basically take your brother to your father, because Anthony has basically cut up parts and pieces of this man's brother, because there is something that he wants from this guy's father. Now we don't know exactly who his father is just yet. I'm sure they're going to reveal that in the next episode. But what we do see is Anthony telling these two guys, matter of fact, don't worry about you going and telling your father. Y'all send him to his father and send him like this. So the picture to the left is what Anthony does, because Anthony is a fire starter, literally a fire starter. So this dude has been set on fire, literally. That's all I can say. He's literally been set on fire. So moving right along, back at the house, we get to see Mona. Now listen, Mona left the coven because she just was afraid. She left everybody pretty much because she literally, again, they be alive and then they unalive. They're alive and unalive. And Mona was one of those ones that was unalive. She left the coven. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate that. Yes, y'all do what Jay is saying. Hit that like, hit that like button, that subscribe button. Um, if this is your first time here, so thank you, Jay, for putting that out there for me. Um, so Mona and Angela, these two ladies in the picture, they used to date. However, because of everything that happened with Mona, she basically left. She not only left her group, her coven, her friends, her sisters, she also left Angela, who Angela was who she was actually dating at the time, but she left. She couldn't handle, the things that they were going through. So she decided to leave. She moved on, got her a man. She got rid of the woman and got her a man. And then she saw that her woman, her ex woman, Angela, had moved on and was dating Dalitra. And she, of course, y'all know how we like to put stuff on Instagram. So that's where that's where Mona saw that Angela and Darlitra were out on a date, and then she started crying in the midst of seeing her girl on this date. So her ex girl on this date, and so in the midst of her coming through, everything is going good. Darlitra says, "I'm just going to step out because you know Mona doesn't really like Darlitra because of her past, and before Darlitra was the good Darlitra that we see now. Darlitra used to be literally on a chain by Claudette. Like she was literally one of Claudette's slaves, and she was tasked with unaliving people, unaliving important people. I'll just say that. And so Mona, she basically blames her for that, but then she's also jealous at the fact that these ladies have become friends with Darlitra. Regardless of what Darlitra done, Darlitra was also responsible for saving these ladies from the handler. Okay, so she comes in being messy and just talking, just so disrespectful to Darlitra. So Darlitra, who has this certain magic where she can literally slap people without actually touching them, and that's literally what she did to. That's literally what she did to Mona. And then Mona, who has electroshock, she sends a big shock of electricity into the body of Darlitra. So they literally fighting with magic, y'all. Literally. But Angela gets upset, like, what is your problem? Why are you even here? You need to go ahead and leave, And she tells her, look, you left us. You left us here. You left us to fend for ourselves. When we needed you, you were not here. So basically, you're going to have to decide if you come around us, you're going to have to act like you got some sense in a nutshell, you know? And so, y'all, this girl been kicked out. And even Jordan, who rarely says anything bad to anyone, she had to let her know, look, you left us and we had to move on. We just couldn't be, we couldn't wait around to see what it was that you were going to do. We couldn't wait around to see if you were going to come and, help us or be our friend or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, we had to move on. And Darlitra has literally been good to all of us. And so she didn't like it, but it was what it was. and they had to take a break from her, y'all. So we're gonna dive into the final scenes of Wicked City 3. But before I do that, let me just let y'all hear this little small Wicked City theme song. I absolutely love it. Y'all check this out real quick, and I'll be right back. Literally, plain and simple. I be on my wicked ish. So shout out to the whoever scored that. Y'all did your thing. I love that little theme song. So here, you guys, we have Sherise with Anthony. Keep in mind, Anthony is the fire starter, who literally is what this episode was really all about. Showing his power, showing what it is that he could do. And so she's on a dinner date with Anthony. However, her actual boyfriend sees her with this dude, and he is like, "Oh, so that's what we're doing." But in the midst of all of this, uh, Sharice is trying to get a feel for what Anthony is really there for. Like she has that power of suggestion where she can get a person to tell the truth. However, because he's so powerful, her magic did not work on Anthony. So she can't really discern whether he's telling the truth or whether he's lying to her. So we move on. She goes back to the office, and she pulls his file and sees everything that he's capable of: telekinesis, fire manipulation, movement, mental connection. And so he's capable of a whole lot of things. And now she's trying to see, but everybody is telling her, look, this dude is dangerous. You really need to be careful. But she has a mind of her own. She's gonna do whatever she wants to do. Hopefully she's listening though. I really hope she's listening. Now, his specialty is pyrokinesis, like I said, movement and manipulation of fire. Okay. So we get a phone call from Kaden, and she's letting Sharice know, hey girl, I'm trying to tell you, you need to be careful because Anthony is not to be played with. He is not to be played with. And you guys, we've already seen in the previous slide that Anthony, aka Mr. Pyrokinesis, he don't play. He's solid. He's cutting up pound cake, literally pieces of body parts and everything else. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So move right along. We see this now. We back to the little demon. We're back to the little demon that is in the building. Literally, literally, Jay, literally fire. He's literally fire. So we're back to the little wicked witch, the little demon. Oh my God. So we see in this newspaper article, and that shows us where they are at this moment. Right now, Rachel as well as Amaiah, that's what she calls herself. They are in Tennessee. So they're traveling basically because Amaiah said earlier that they were headed down south, to where the strong powers were. So this demon is basically looking for something specific, but we don't know exactly what it is yet. But in the meantime, she goes through, or it goes through, and wreaks havoc. Y'all hold tight. Now, why did I? Of course. Here we go. She goes through and wreaks havoc. Now, she's going through this store, and she's touching people, touching people. Listen, if y'all see this little girl go the opposite way, she's touching people, and it's pulling up black veins. Like she's poisoning everyone that she touches. So Jordan, let me go back to, if y'all can see Rachel in the background, this lady has been basically taken hostage by Amaiah, who is driving. And so Amaiah is responsible, or has Rachel is responsible by force to drive Amaiah to the south to find whatever it is she's looking for. Rachel goes off to the side, and she begins to try to basically she tries to conjure up Jordan. So she's doing this whole Jordan Brown, and Jordan, for the moment, she gets this letter. She reads this letter, and she's saying, "Hi, my name is Rachel, so on and so forth, and I've been held hostage by this little thing. I just don't know exactly what it is. I need your help. Please help me. But Rachel is like, I mean, Jordan is like, oh, this lady is crazy. And she closes down her laptop. And as soon as she does that, she sees Rachel literally right in front of her. But she's so transparent. So Jordan is like, oh my God, she scares her. And so basically, this girl has been trying to reach out to Jordan ever since this little demon spawn made her way into her home. So again, like I said, she's begging Jordan for help. Now, I don't know if this is going to solve it, if Jordan is now believing what it is that she's seeing, but Jordan, she falls on the ground. So we know that she is seeing Rachel at this moment. We just don't know what Jordan's next move is going to be. Will she help her? I'm thinking, I know Jordan being Jordan, she's most likely going to help her. But she's got to figure out who she is and where she is so that she can help her. So moving right along, this is the double cross, y'all. When I tell y'all we can always count on not trusting Claudette, this is crazy because Claudette is basically telling Anthony, Mr. Pyrokinesis, Mr. Firestarter himself, basically that she wants to get Caden off of the council, and she will do that. She wants him to get rid of Caden, and she will get rid of what is considered his problem as Dominic. Now, Claudette, girl, really? You betraying your own sister after what happened to you? Are you really betraying your sister though? Because at the end of the day, in the first season, you thought that your sister was unalive by this whole council situation. So now you trying to take her out again? Like, what's really going on? Or is this that other person, that Oya, is that her that is talking? I'm unclear, but at the moment, when she walks out the door and Kaden sees her, and Kaden has the ability to make herself look invisible, but she sees her sister, or what looks like her sister, Claudette, walking out of Anthony's house. And that was the end of the episode, y'all. That was the end of the episode. Anthony lets everybody know, his little crew, make sure Claudette does what she's supposed to do because I don't trust that broad. And I'm going to make sure that I get the artifact that I need from Sherise. And if she doesn't give me what I want, I'm going to unalive her. So, Mr. Pyrokinesis, Anthony is not playing around. He's not with the shenanigans. He is going to take any and everybody out who don't give him what it is that he wants. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, we have come to the end of the road, and that was it. Wicked City. What do you guys think? Do you think you're going to tap in? Do you think you're going to check it out for yourself? It is now currently streaming on All Black. All Black TV. Get your app. Get your app. All Black. All Black. Listen, it might cost you a couple of dollars, but I think it's worth it because All Black definitely has more content on it that, a lot of people will actually watch. So anyway, you guys, that's it. Thank y'all for tapping in, tuning in, kicking it with your girl Tika Deshawn right here at All Things Ruthless as we chatted up about Wicked City. Thank y'all for rocking with me. I try my best not to keep y'all too long, but thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're new to the channel, finding your girl for the first time, and you're enjoying Wicked City, these Wicked City recaps, make sure you that like button and that subscribe button. Make sure you tap that notification bell because the girl will be back to talk more Wicked City. Okay. All right, y'all. That's it. Thank you so much. And your girl is out of here. Stay ruthless.